today. From NRG Stadium in
Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Lawrence going to put it up right away. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man? 2nd year in the NFL, guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, There's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Will Anderson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now they send a man in motion right. Mixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Will Anderson, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins, 56 yards. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go play action with Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 32 yards. And the Jags are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. On 1st down, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Play action. Stroud now. Rolling to his right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, it's Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd down and 13. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. So we're at halftime of this. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Miami. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Lawrence running right on the option. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They'll send Kirk in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, 33 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It got his man complete. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Another try for Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Lawrence going to throw again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down. Draw play, ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. Screen play. Here's ETN. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. On the slant, he's got Davis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devin Duvernay from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Stroud to throw it. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Shakes off the sack. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And he is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Lawrence.
A short throw there to Strange.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Now Lawrence on first down. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
2nd and a couple. Now Lawrence.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.